your pocket. Have you ever wondered if the next coin you pull from your pocket could completely change your financial future? Most people spend old pennies without giving them a second glance. But every year, rare U.S. coins are discovered in pocket change, old jars, and family collections, some selling for thousands and, in extraordinary cases, even much more because of rare mint errors, unique varieties, or exceptional condition. Welcome back to Coin Master USA, the channel where we uncover America's most valuable coins and teach you exactly what to look for before you spend another cent. Coin number 1. Today's countdown features 3 incredible U.S. coins that collectors are constantly searching for. We'll reveal what makes them valuable, the key details that separate an ordinary coin from an extraordinary one, and why some examples have sold for astonishing prices. But don't skip ahead, because the final coin on today's list has surprised even experienced collectors, and its story may completely change the way you look at the coins in your own collection. Grab your coin jar, check your pocket change, and let's begin. Coin 1. 1957D Wheat Penny. The 1957D Wheat Penny is one of the most recognizable coins in American coin collecting. Millions were produced at the Denver Mint, which means most examples are common. However, that doesn't mean every 1957D Wheat Penny is worthless. In fact, certain examples have become highly desirable because of their outstanding condition or unusual minting errors. At first glance, this coin may look like an ordinary penny. It features Abraham Lincoln on the front, while the reverse displays the famous wheat ears that gave the series its nickname. Because these coins circulated for decades, many Americans unknowingly handled them without realizing they were becoming pieces of history. Collectors begin by checking the mint mark. A small D below the date tells you the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Next comes the condition. A heavily worn coin is generally worth only a modest premium over face value, while an uncirculated example with original luster can command significantly more. The biggest excitement comes from mint errors. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, die cracks, repunched mint marks, and dramatic strike abnormalities are the kinds of features that can transform an otherwise ordinary wheat penny into something collectors compete to own. Professional grading is also extremely important. Coins certified by leading grading services often sell for much higher prices than similar raw coins because buyers know the condition has been independently verified. Although an ordinary 1957D wheat penny in fine condition is not normally worth $79,000, exceptionally rare error varieties or superb gem-quality certified examples can bring dramatically higher prices than common circulated coins. That is why experts recommend examining every old wheat penny carefully before spending it. If you have inherited a coin collection or have an old jar of pennies tucked away in your home, take a close look. The date, mint mark, condition, and any unusual characteristics could make all the difference. Now that you've seen why the 1957D wheat penny remains one of America's favorite collectible coins, wait until you see the next coin on today's list. It has a fascinating story that surprises even experienced collectors. Once you send coin 2, I continue in the same engaging style while keeping the information accurate for U.S. viewers. Next up, coin number 2. Just when you think you've seen the most exciting coin on today's list, the next discovery might surprise you even more. Imagine reaching into an old coin jar that has been sitting untouched for decades. You spot a worn 1951 wheat penny with no mint mark. Most people would toss it aside without another thought, but experienced collectors know this is exactly the type of coin worth inspecting carefully. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Millions were produced, making ordinary circulated examples fairly common. Yet hidden among these pennies are coins that have become highly desirable because of exceptional preservation, striking errors, or unusual die varieties. The first thing collectors examine is the date and the absence of a mint mark beneath it. Philadelphia coins from this era typically have no mint mark, but that's only the beginning of the inspection. Next comes the condition. Even an old, worn coin tells a story of decades of American history. Collectors study the sharpness of Lincoln's portrait, the lettering, the wheat ears on the reverse, and the amount of remaining detail. The better the condition, the greater the potential collector interest. Then comes the exciting part, looking for mint errors. A doubled design, An off-center strike, die cracks, clipped planchets, or other genuine minting mistakes can dramatically increase a coin's value. These are the discoveries that send collectors rushing to have a coin authenticated. Professional grading also plays a major role. Coins certified in outstanding mint condition by respected grading services can command prices many times higher than ordinary circulated examples. Because of this, collectors never judge a coin's value by its date alone. Could your 1951 wheat penny be one of those rare discoveries? The only way to know is by examining it carefully under good lighting, checking for unusual features, and comparing it with known varieties. Remember, most 1951 no-mint mark wheat pennies are not worth tens of thousands of dollars. However, genuinely rare error coins or extraordinary certified examples have attracted significant collector attention and can sell for much higher prices than ordinary pieces. So before you spend an old wheat penny, take a closer look. That simple coin from your pocket or an old family collection could hold an interesting piece of American numismatic history. And don't go anywhere, because the final coin in today's video is the one many collectors dream about finding. Its story has amazed coin enthusiasts for years, and you won't want to miss what makes it so special. Next up, coin number 3. We've finally reached the last coin in today's countdown, and this is the one that has fascinated collectors for generations. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark is one of the most talked about pennies in American coin collecting. At first glance, it may seem like just another old wheat penny. But for those who know what to look for, this date has become legendary because of one of the most famous mint errors in U.S. history. If you have a 1955 wheat penny, don't spend it until you've inspected it carefully. The first thing to check is the date. Since it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, most examples have no mint mark. Next, examine the overall condition. A coin with strong details, minimal wear, and original surfaces will usually attract much more collector interest than a heavily worn example. Now comes the feature that made this year famous, the 1955 double die obverse. On genuine examples, the date, the word liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust" appear dramatically doubled. This is one of the best-known and most desirable error coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint and authenticated examples have sold for impressive prices depending on their condition. Even if your coin is not the doubled die variety, it's still worth checking for other mint errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or other unusual characteristics that collectors seek. Collectors also pay close attention to color. Original red copper coins often command stronger prices than brown circulated examples, especially when professionally graded. Authentication is essential. A rare variety should always be examined by a reputable coin grading service before any value is assumed. Certification confirms authenticity and condition, giving buyers greater confidence. While an ordinary 1955 no-mint mark wheat penny in fine condition is generally not worth tens of thousands of dollars, authenticated rare varieties, especially the famous doubled die error, can be worth dramatically more than common examples. That's why experienced collectors carefully inspect every 1955 wheat penny they find. A quick glance could cause someone to overlook one of the most celebrated error coins in American numismatic history. Today's countdown proves an important lesson. The date alone doesn't determine value. Mint errors, rarity, condition, and professional authentication are what separate an ordinary coin from an extraordinary collectible. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, subscribe to Coinmaster USA, and turn on notifications. Every week we explore more rare U.S. coins, valuable mint errors, and hidden treasures that could still be waiting in collections, piggy banks, and pocket change across America. Thanks for watching, and remember, before you spend your next old penny, take one more look. It could be far more interesting than you